Hey, so I promised a quick video about these resources um, that I went slash attended, quote unquote, attended trainings for. So C-SPAN Classroom has a bunch of different stuff. They have a crazy amount of resources for the upcoming campaign. If you go to cspan.org backslash classroom backslash, they have bell ringers, full-on lesson plans with Google Documents that already have like questions embedded in them with that match the videos that they are showing. Civics folks, the Constitution clip section is amazing because it actually just has the text of the Constitution down the page. And you see all the different links go to videos that they have in their vault or in their archives of people talking about those exact concepts. So that's super good for the preamble and those lesson plans about the preamble. They've got people talking on the House floor, on the Senate floor about all of these different pieces, who the president pro tempore is, and all of those different pieces throughout the actual Constitution. The bell ringers are super cool. They're short videos based on topics, and they also have questions in there ready for you to post for your kiddos to use. The lesson plans I thought would just be good for civics, but they actually have an entire U.S. history section. They have an on this day in history section. They have a classroom deliberations, which basically presents information and video clips. Sometimes there's like 5 to 10 video clips that they put on here that gives your students information about both sides of a topic, and then the students, pick sides and can discuss and debate it. They do this on this day in history, if you wanted to use that as a bell ringer. And all of those things work for both civics and U.S. history, but they also have an entire U.S. history vault of lesson plans already put together. And you can pick by which grade level. It's crazy cool. And so, yay for them. Topics, lovely. You don't have to create an account for them in order to use it, but it's helpful to create an account because you can save the videos that you use and that you want to use. So it's helpful. The other one that I went to was Women and the American Story. So this is from the New York Historical Society, and they're super cool. What they've done is they've taken primary sources and divided them into their time periods, and then created groups of primary sources with a little bit of historical narrative, not a lot, but a little bit of historical narrative and guiding questions for teachers to use. But it's all specifically focused on women. Sorry, I paused the recording and I already forget what I was saying. But anyway, Women in the American Story, their whole goal is to put women back in the American story. And so all of their stuff is based on primary sources. They have it set up in time periods and in units within each time period. So here's an example of the early encounters curriculum includes a unit about the Dutch, the English, the Spanish, and the French colonies, and women's involvement in all of those. So, for example, one of the sources is a letter from Queen Isabella to her governor on Hispaniola. And so you can actually see the original document, but then they transcribe the text, and then they also summarize the text, which is just downright phenomenal. And so you can print it, you can, share the background. They have vocabulary to prep students with, and it's really good. They also have been doing weekly trainings over the summer on Wednesdays through Zoom. And they're going to start those back up at some point in the fall. But they do have holes in their curriculum because they're pretty new. But they have the early encounters, the settler, colonialism and revolution, and modernize it. I mean, a lot of the ones that they already have are just like super solid resources for both civics and for what am I teaching now? U.S. history. You're welcome. Okay, I hope you're all well. Bye.